Good afternoon and welcome back to the final block on the third and final day of competition at the Almaty Grand Prix. We are a couple of minutes away from getting underway with all the medal matches, 5 weight categories that we've got to bring you today. 3 men and 2 women. The 3 men's categories are the under 90 kilos, the under 100 and the plus 100 kilo categories, and the 2 women, the under 78 and the plus 78 kilo categories. I'll have a quick rundown of some of the names that we're going to see in this final block. The first of the bronze medal matches features Michal Skank of Slovenia. He'll be up against Dauletkan Shakipov of Kazakhstan. I like the look of the Kazakh fighter earlier on. Abderrahman Benamadi of Algeria will face Mamadali Mediev of Azerbaijan in the second of the bronze medal contest. But I think the excitement is likely to focus on Cheng Sun Chao of China. He faces Axel Clerget of France in the final of the under 90 kilo category. Chang, who gave us that rather excitable celebration when he won his semi-final earlier on, and Axel Clerget, well, he put on a really nice show today. Let's just have a look at, there should be a good contest between Zhang Sehui of China and Albina Amengeldieva of Kazakhstan. We've got at least one piece of home interest for the women. Looking a bit further down the field, Rafael Buzakarini faces Elkan Mamadov of Azerbaijan in the final of the under 100 kilo category. And then in the plus 78 kilo category, the current Olympic champion Idalis Ortiz of Cuba will face Kaira Sayet of Turkey. And then the last of the finals today, the plus 100 kilo category, well, Ushangi Kokauri of Azerbaijan will face Adam Okrashvili of Georgia. That's the initial lineup as well as some of the finals. At least we know what we've got coming up early. Okay, sit back, take in the action. We've got the medal matches about to begin here. It's the Sport Palace Baluan Sholak in Almaty. It's a beautiful hot day outside, and we've got a good crowd packed in here for these medal matches. Michal Skank of Slovenia faces Dauletkan Shakipov of Kazakhstan. Vladimir Vostrikov is the referee in the middle for this one. Shakipov's already mat side. Skank just a few meters behind him. never really moved him with that Sutemi-waza effort. Problem in defending that. Single Shido picked up by Jakipov. He got half the contest still to come as he tries to move Skank over to his right. He throws in that Sumigeishi effort, but Skank is up to defending against it and now can try to work the Shimiwaza. And Jakipov showed us that he had some problems in Nevaza earlier on. Just get the feeling that that's exactly where Skank should be trying to do most of his work. If Jakipov has any weakness, then it's likely to be in Nevaza, and Skank goes straight for the Sutemi-waza in order to engage him on the ground, but not at all sure that Jakipov is interested in anything else, but and that's going across the mouth, unless the chin. Again, he's just trying to drag his man into Nevaza, and the problem with that is that Jakipov's not at all against the idea of getting involved. You know, when he's attacking, he's okay. It's just that his defense is not that great, and unfortunately for Skank, he can't get sufficiently good positions from which to attack. Lost contact with Jakipov's right arm, or else that Makikomi would have been a little bit more threatening. Well, there's a single Shido against Jakipov. Skank is 40 odd seconds away from taking a bronze medal here. It's up to the Kazakh now to make something happen. Well, he pulled that off earlier on a couple of occasions. This time round he misses out. He's going to have to leave the Nevaza alone now, that's the thing. Time has run out for that, and he picks up a second penalty. That's really going to hurt. No chance back now, I'm afraid. Yeah, I agree with that. It just didn't seem like he'd got the direct bear hug fully on. He flashed at it, but well, it's changed things a little bit because he got the second Shido. That changed things a bit. That changed the nature of it. Oh well, Shekipov just a single Shido against him gave Skank the advantage, and it's the Slovenian who takes the first of the bronze medals in this final block. A bronze medal in the under 90 kilo category. See if we can dig up some highlights from this one. Come to the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 90 kilo category. Abderrahman Benamadi of Algeria faces Mamadali Mediev of Azerbaijan. It'll be Benamadi in the white judogi and Mediev in blue. 2-1. Benamadi leads this head-to-head. Minakawa of Brazil to take control of this one. Benamadi beginning by going over on that left side. Blocked by Mediev. Mediev shaped for that left Ojigari, but Benamadi is a strong fella. Nice ashi was there. Again, Tsurikomi ashi from Benamadi. We saw him throw with that earlier on today, and he picks up Yuko just after a minute or so. Well, he had a little go with the Ojigari earlier on, but he came up with a real crunching Ojigari there, left-sided. And Mediev planted Ben Amadi there. That was terrific. We saw Jaromir Jacek of the Czech Republic throw with a gorgeous Kojigari yesterday. And now we've seen Mediev throw with a beautiful Ojigari. Some nice leg work over the last few days, and that was particularly attractive. It really was. Well, no doubt what the highlight of that contest is going to be. And look at that one over and over again. Mamadali Mediev there. Can't see what happens with the right hand. I suspect that that's pulling towards, not across his body, but towards the rear. Really nice work. Right, the final of the under 90 kilo category. Chang Zun Zhao of China faces Axel Clerget of France. It's Chang in the white judogi, Clerget in blue. Well, if he gave us a big celebration in the semi-final, what will do if he wins the final? He might take off completely. Got himself into a reasonable position there after Clerget attacked with that Makikomi. Makikomi. Chen was in a reasonable position for the counter. A busy fighter, Axel Clerget. You're not going to give Chang any chance to settle. And again, there's just a suspicion here that Chang knows how to handle this kind of attack. I wonder if Clerget has sensed that and may come at this from a different direction. Well, that left Osodagari got in there. Nice movement from the Chinese there, putting himself in a good position. Big step here. Actually, the step wasn't quite big enough. A massive Haramaki Komi. Really well done. Shiro Kezugatami now from Clerget. And his Osai was far too strong. He really has. Look at the squeeze that he's putting on there. He knows it's gone now. Well, there's only so much that you can do yourself. After that, you have to leave it in the hands of others. Chang Sun-Jiao has done as much as he can to get into a qualification spot. He's probably sealed it. He did that himself. Clerget, he can just hope that they're still looking at him. Because there's nothing more than you could do than to beat everybody who they put in front of you, and that's what Clerget did today. Well, he was fully committed to that, Clerget. That's why he rocked Chang. And you can see it slipping away there. It was really well secured as well. We come now to the bronze medal contests in the under 78 kilo category. Assunta Galeoni of Italy faces Yalenis Castillo of Cuba. Galeoni in the white judogi, Castillo in blue. Under 78 kilo category bronze medal contest between Assunta Galeoni of Italy in the white judogi and Yalenis Castillo of Cuba in blue. Well, a little bit of foot tapping isn't going to get them anywhere, I'm afraid. Neither fighter are able to secure a good grip from which to work, and as a result, both fighters collect passivity penalties, neither having done a great deal. Passionate about it, isn't he? But the tempo at which they've gone off, I don't think that's going to raise any temperatures or heart rates in here. Both fighters have picked up a Shido apiece, but it really hasn't been the kind of medal contest that you would have hoped for. Second penalty picked up by Gaglioni. Castillo tried the Ashiwaza, and when she missed, Gaglioni came back with her own Makikomi effort, but that failed as well. So still no score. There's a little over a minute left to go. Gaglioni has picked up 2 penalties, Castillo just the one. Gaglioni just picked up a little bit of a cut on the chin, so just going to have to wipe that off and then we'll be able to get back underway. Castillo can gather herself now in preparation for Gaglioni's return. So the Cuban team watching on, Diaris, Mestre Alvarez, the lighter weight. Okay, we've got 50 odd seconds left to go. Not the strongest of efforts there from Gaglioni, and Castillo's able to block that and then come up with an attack on the ground here that's going to eat up most of the remaining time left on the clock. Castillo just keeping Gaglioni off. Couldn't drop the hips here. Really a good opportunity for an Uranage there. Well, the first of the bronze medals goes to Yelenis Castillo of Cuba. Well, some very happy people around. Right, we come now to the second of the bronze medal contest. Victoria Turks of the Ukraine is up against Gemma Gibbons of Great Britain, but unfortunately Gemma Gibbons had a bump to the head earlier on, so she's decided for safety's sake, as a precautionary measure, not to come out for this contest. So it's Victoria Turks who will take the bow and take the bronze medal. Okay, well that brings us a little bit more quickly to the final of the under 78 kilo category than we'd thought, and that final features Zhang Zihui of China. She's up against Albina Amgeldieva of Kazakhstan. Zhang in the white judogi, Amgeldieva in blue. Vladimir Nutsubidze of Georgia is the referee in the middle for this one. Amgeldieva reminds me a little bit of Maria Portela, albeit that Portela is in the lighter weight at under 70 kilos. She always appears that little bit undersized when you look at the other 78 kilo fighters. Sumigaishi avoided by Zhang Zihui. Just roughing up Amgeldieva a little bit there. This one not really going anywhere. Right-sided effort from Amgeldieva, but Zhang manages to block that, and now it's the Chinese fighter Zhang Zihui, who a little bit off the pace picks up a penalty for passivity with 1 minute and 40 odd left to go. Almost stepping onto that. That wasn't convincing for me. Amgeldieva wanting to throw on the left, Zhang falling down on the right and almost coming up with a counter herself. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Yeah, it's for pulling Amengeldieva onto her side, but Zhang is given the score. So she leads with 1 minute and 12 left to go. Inside the last minute now. Amengeldieva has got some work to do here because that Yuko isn't going to be easy to overcome. Zhang looking slightly unsteady on her feet just for a moment, and now she's settled again. Also passive. No attacks. Well, Zhang happy to keep working away on the ground to see the clock run out, and for her to take a bronze medal. Amengeldieva not able to put a score on the board. It's the Chinese Zhang Zihui who takes that. So a single score of Yuko for Zhang Zihui was enough for her to take the final. The gold medal goes to Zhang Zihui of China. Okay, we've got the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 100 kilo category coming up next. Javad Majoub of Iran faces Seryenix Miklos of Hungary. It'll be Majoub in the white judo gi and Seryenix in blue. But before that, it'll be the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 90 kilo category. Sorry, I jumped the gun there. Right, let's have a look at the lineup for the fighters in the under 90 kilo category. Well, those winning medals anyway. Bronze medals go to Mamadli Mediev of Azerbaijan and to Miel Skank of Slovenia. Silver medal goes to Chang Tsunzhao of China. The gold medal goes to Axel Clerget of France. And now the national anthem of France. Mediev and Sgank were the bronze medalists. Chung took the silver and Clerget the gold. Next up, the bronze medal contest in the under 100 kilo category. Javad Majoub of Iran faces Seryenix Miklos of Hungary. It'll be Majoub in the white judogi and Seryenix in blue. The referee in the middle, Osako Akinobu of Japan. Right then, let's see what Majoub can come up with against Seryenix. Oh, terrific entry there. Couldn't quite finish it off. And now it's Majoub who comes up with a spectacular effort. Really got hold of him there. Well, you know, there's absolutely the referee. I mean, the crowd are screaming for Ippon. The referee's given Wazari, but in my opinion, he gave the absolute right decision there. That was not Ippon. The crowd was screaming for Ippon. Yes, he threw him heavily, but he only threw him on his side. And for that, we don't give Ippon. I don't care how quickly or spectacularly you flew through the air. There must be the judgment on the landing and what control you had when your opponent landed. So there he goes again, but he's just not finishing off. Whoa, it's your fault, Javad. Sorry. You can't look at the referee and beg for something. You know what the criteria is. You know what the criteria is. Yes, you're catching him, but you're actually overthrowing him. So it's a Yuko. He's lucky to be given that. Be a shocker if Yannick comes and throws Majub now. A little under 2 minutes left to go. 2 scores by Majub, having thrown Yannick spectacularly on both occasions as far as the entry and throw are concerned, but on both occasions the landing was what let him down. Couldn't control his opponent to the point where he placed him flat on his back. A little over a minute left to go. 2 scores on the board for Majub. Here he goes again. And that time, he does put him on his back. Third time lucky. Well beaten Yannick in that contest. Majub got hold of him 3 times. Had him really flying. And only on the 3rd occasion was he able to put him flat on his back. So Yannick was keen to work on the arm, but Majub hadn't finished with his technique yet. And when he did, it was Ippon. Right, we've got the second of the bronze medal contests coming up now. Soyib Kurbanov of Uzbekistan faces Jose Armenteros of Cuba. Kurbanov in the white judogi, Armenteros in blue. Everardo Garcia of Mexico is taking control of this one. Armenteros was the number 1 seed this morning. I always like to have a look and see what happened to our seeded players in the under 78 kilo category. It was Gemma Gibbons. Well, she would have been in the bronze medal contest, but suffered an injury. So she didn't make it. Idalis Ortiz in the plus 78 kilo category. She's in the final. So that went to plan. I say Armenteros. Well, he's in front of us now, battling out for a bronze medal. The plus 100 kilo category, Faisal Jabala. Well, I don't think... Have we got Jabala anywhere? We have. He's also in the bronze medal contest. He'll face Lavani Matiashvili of Georgia. And then Komranshaw Estapirion. He's the only number one seed who has not made it to a medal contest. Everyone else was able to take advantage of their seeding to at least get them underway. Komranshaw Estapirion not able to complete the journey, not in and amongst the medals, despite the fact that he had been number one seed this morning. Monteros picking up the passivity penalty, which encourages him to attack left-sided with that low Marotti Sianagi, but Kurbanov has got it covered. Well, Kurbanov is given the penalty for that overly defensive posture. And with half the contest gone, both fighters have picked up a penalty apiece. Now the referee has got 2 penalties to dish out. Passivity penalties against Kurbanov and Armenteros, so it's now 2 penalties apiece. Well, he was quickly into that position, wasn't he, Armenteros, but wasn't able to finish. It's a good sign that there's still something left in the tank with a minute and a half to go. You may yet be able to pull something out of the bag here. One way and then the other. Was Kurbanov going to throw with Uchimata? Was Armenteros going to turn him? And in the end, neither of those two happened. Well, neither Kurbanov or Armenteros can get sufficient enough control to come up with a score. One way then the other, but not being able to complete. So we're still scoreless with half a minute left to go. We were not scoreless any longer because Kurbanov comes up with the makikomi that he had threatened some time ago. And now 8 seconds left for Armenteros to do something about it. Well, of course, he's going to run, and they stop there. Well, Kurbanov was lucky. If there'd been 2 more seconds left, well, Armenteros may have caught him, but it was just about long enough for Kurbanov. He did come up with the single score, but I suppose the tactics thereafter will just leave you a little bit, or slightly disappointed in his antics, but it's understandable. He didn't want to grip up after that. He took his penalty, and he also ended up taking the second of the bronze medals in the under 100 kilo category. So Kurbanov over Jose Armenteros of Cuba. Let's see if we can dig up some highlights from this one. Come now to the final of the under 100 kilo category. Rafael Buzakarini of Brazil faces Elkan Mamadov of Azerbaijan. It's Buzakarini in the white judogi, Mamadov in blue. And a very big hello to all of you who are just joining us. If you haven't been here from the beginning of the final block and you're just joining us, a very good afternoon to you, wherever you may be joining us from. Got some fans from Russia in Ekaterinburg. A very good afternoon to you. Sławomir Koinawski is the referee in the middle from this one for Poland. There's a look at Elkan Mamadov as he takes to the tatami. Neil Adams and I had a good chat about Buzakarini's chances of beating out his teammate Luciano Correa for the place in Rio. One fighter per category for the home nation, so they need to make a choice between Buzakarini and Luciano Correa. Cheers going up in the venue for Elkan Mamadov. Oh, big cheering section. Could be that some of the Kazakh fans have decided to just lend their support to the Azeri. Anyway. Some of the Azeri coaching staff up there. Well, they've got Mufud Miraliev in the chair. Then Farhad Mamadov and Mamadov up there. And Shabanov, beg your pardon. Little over half the contest still to come. No score yet. Both fighters have picked up a penalty apiece. Oh, almost came up with that. I think Haragoshi, there was hardly any turn in there, but that was the shape in the beginning. Didn't go through with it. A little over 2 minutes left to go. Bit of a stalemate with those grips. Mamadov looking to come inside and work off that lapel, but as he does so, Buzakarini comes up with that low Marote Serenage effort. So it was. It's ailing Mamadov now, is he? Taking a bit of a bump to the nose maybe, and just need to have that little blood tidied up. Maybe just as he was going down, hit his face on the mat and the nose went first. So a minor delay whilst we wait for a bit of blood to be tidied up or wiped away from Elkan Mamadov. Buzakarini waiting patiently in the middle. Mamadov will just tidy himself up at the mat edge, just doing his belt up now and making his way back onto the tatami. And when he gets back to the middle, there'll be 1 minute and 56 seconds left on the clock. Shido apiece. Big Osotogari effort there, and Mamadov was able to block that. He couldn't follow up with an attempt at the shimiwaza. What he will get, however, is a penalty for passivity. He comes up with his own attack on the right side, but again, he bails out. Now it's Buzakarini's turn to have a little bit of a dig on the ground. He just decides to leave that. No real effort from either of these in Nevaza. Over on the left side there, couldn't just break Buzakarini's balance. And there's a little look on the right now. There's Mammadov. Half a minute left, just a single Shido picked up by, well, one more Shido than Buzakarini picked up, so the 2 penalties against Mammadov are going to tell for him. Must come up with something now. Oh, nice combination, and he scores! Right at the death, no looking up, just pin your man. Don't worry about the referee now. Right at the end, Mammadov catches Buzakarini. I was already wrapping up the result, and perhaps Buzakarini was as well. Didn't stop, and a nice combination, that was it, and that was a well planned, well worked out combination. There was never really any real attempt to throw him with the first technique. It was all about the second technique. And everything that he had went into the second part of that effort. Terrific work from Mammadov, right at the death to catch Rafael Buzakarini. Ilkan Mammadov leaves the mat to the cheers of his supporters. Azerbaijan ringing in his ears. He's spinning him in order to get him in a position for the Osodogari. Just gives him a little tap there, and there's the setup. That's where he wanted his man, and down goes Buzakarini. Mass exodus of fans who were supporting Buzakarini. They all go down backstage to look for their man and give him a pat on the back. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony in the where are we then? Under 78 kilo category. Okay, let's have a look at the bronze medalists. Victoria Turks of the Ukraine and Yelenis Castillo of Cuba. The bronze medalists. Silver medal went to Albina Amengeldieva of Kazakhstan, and the gold medal to Zhang Zehui of China. Now the national anthem of China. It's a while since we've heard the Chinese national anthem for any other than the heavyweights. Yu Song, Ma Se Se, we would have had anthems played for them, but Tung Zawi joining in the party now and taking the gold medal here in Almaty. Right, we've got the bronze medal contests in the plus 78 kilo category now. The first of these features Melissa Mojica of Puerto Rico. She's up against Kim Min-jong of South Korea. Mojica in the white judogi and Kim in blue. Vincent Drouot of France is the referee in the middle for this one. Oh, nice little effort from Mojica on the right side. Yoko Shitemi was up. Slow to develop, understandably so. There's quite a lot of Mojica to get moving. She still came up with a reasonable little effort. Kim Min-jong just stepped over that. Well, that was a good effort, yeah. She knew she came up with a score. A big kiai from Melissa Mojica. Nice movement again from Melissa Mojica. She just felt that attack coming from Kim and made Kim look rather flat-footed as she moved off to her right and left a big gap there. Jessica, calm down. Jessica Garcia, the Puerto Rican coach. Making a point. Well, there's absolutely no doubt whatsoever that the Puerto Ricans can be delighted with this visit to Almaty. They've had two good medals here. Melissa Mojica here taking that bronze medal, and then in the under 70 kilo category, a nice wave as well. There you go. Make the most of it. And then in the under 70 kilo category, her teammate also took a bronze medal, Maria Perez. I have to say, however, that Maria Perez is, well, at 70 kilos, you know, she is going to have slightly different movement. I have to say, this is one of the nicest crowds on the IJF World Tour. Really appreciative of the athletes and their efforts. And they always give up nice responses. I like that. Right, the second of the bronze medal matches in the plus 78 kilo category. Santa Pakanita of Lithuania faces Larissa Čerik of Bosnia-Herzegovina. It's Pakanita in the white judogi, Čerik in blue. 4 times they've gone head-to-head. 4-0 is the score. Pakanita's going to be looking to close that gap. Lukshin Nertazin is the referee in the middle from this one. For this one, he's from Kazakhstan. Yep, it's you. What a size difference here, isn't there? Pakanita, one of the taller fighters in the weight category. So she's got a good deal of weight on Larissa Čerik as well, one of the shorter fighters. Jeromka, I suppose, has down there as well, height-wise. She's not very tall. Paganita picks up a second penalty, this time for passivity. Cherik has picked up just the one. A little over a minute and a half to go here. Neither fighter able to work things out yet. Nobody coming up with anything that resembles a dominant grip or position or big attack. No threat yet. That's as close as Cherik has come. That little effort there. Paganita slightly disappointing. I thought she might, put a foot down here and impose herself, but she picks up a third penalty. Oh dear. Poor old Petras Vinciunas has now been asked to vacate his chair. I think the frustration got to him there, and he's been asked to leave the arena. It's all got too much for the coach. He's been giving a hand. The referee had to stop that, and he's been given a hand as he leaves the arena. Poor fella. Such a nice guy. Makikomi effort again blocked by Paganita. Half a minute left to go. Single score would do this. Three Shidos picked up by Santa Paganita was enough to gift the contest really to Larissa Cherik. She'll be delighted with that. Didn't have to do a great deal, and Paganita Really disappointing. Should have pushed a lot harder and made it a lot more difficult to pick up a bronze medal in a Grand Prix. Okay, it'll be wonderful if they can unearth some highlights from this one. Busra Katepoglu and Dilara Lokmenachim in there. Hassan Vanlioglu, some of the Turkish team. Right, enough name dropping and crowd spotting. Let's take a look at the final of the plus 78 kilo category. Idalis Ortiz of Cuba faces Keira Sayed of Turkey. It'll be Ortiz in the white judogi and Sayed in blue. What a happy looking pair we've got there. Game faces on, game on. I hadn't spoken to Keira Sayed today. Laïd Hamouche of Algeria is the referee in the middle for this one, but I did speak to Idalis Ortiz. Had a nice chat with Idalis Ortiz. She said she was determined to win today. She wanted to show her quality in the lead up to Rio, and she said she didn't feel that she'd done that recently, but today she was going to put the record straight. Okay. See whether she can make that happen. She just brushed that leg away, didn't she? Felt that coming. Oh, nice big hip technique effort there, but just failed to finish. Shimmy, was it? Could it be? Oh, do you think that she's got something to work on? Not quite. Keira said, not impressed with that. Uchigari from the Turkish fighter, but it's a little stab rather than a big effort. Oh, she's caught it there, but is it a counter or just a fall back on Ortiz's part? The referee doesn't think so. Sayed thinks it is. We'll have a look here. Well, it depends on what Ortiz was up to. If you look at Sayed, then you may get frozen with only one look. You have to look at what Ortiz was doing. And was Sayed responsible for any of that? The referee didn't think so, and nor did his colleagues. Sayed felt that coming and she managed to block that without any trouble. Half the contest gone. No score yet. It's not a bad little effort. That was the Shimowaza attempt. What have we got going on now then? That was for breaking off the grip. Well, that's a gripping infringement. That's a legitimate penalty. I think the crowd have already got their favourite. No doubt that they are backing the Turkish fighter. Single penalty against Sayet with a little over a minute left to go. Both fighters just have a little tap of the foot there, and Ortiz may have thought about no Chigari, but she didn't make any real movement towards it. And again, they just go back to a little bit of foot tapping. Nice to see a large, something bigger here. Minute to go. Referee's had enough of the foot tapping, and he gives Ortiz a penalty for passivity, and so too Sayet. Can't complain about that one because neither fighter has done anything. The Cuban thinking about a left-sided low Ippon Seoinage, but not really moving Sayet, so no chance of catching her there. Got to get her head up from here, Idalis Ortiz. She's not careful. Yeah, good technique. No chance for the counter though. There's another look at the clock and thinks about a turnover. It's not there. The referee calls Mate, and there is now 14 seconds left. We may end up with a little bit of golden score here. I don't think that'll suit Sayet. Actually no, because Sayet has got the second penalty. Forgot about that. And that is going to do for her. 2 penalties picked up by Sayet. Idalis Ortiz is delighted. Well, she said she was going to do it this morning. And so she did. True to her word. Idalis Ortiz, the Olympic champion, warming up nicely for Rio. We may actually see her in Guadalajara for the Masters. Okay, we've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 100 kilo category. They're all lined up down there. Let's have a look at the medal winners. Bronze medals go to Soyib Kurbanov of Uzbekistan and to Javad Majoub of Iran. Silver medal goes to Rafael Buzakarini of Brazil, but the gold medal goes to Elkan Mamadov of Azerbaijan. He never stopped, took it right to the end in that final, and well deserved that win. Spirited effort obviously from Rafael Buzakarini, more than that, and it was something special at the end from Elkan Mamadov. With time running out, he hit the deck with 8 seconds left on the clock, spun him off to his right, and then left-sided Osodogari that brought Buzakarini down initially onto his side and then his back. now the national anthem of Azerbaijan. Popular winner. There's a big group of Azeri supporters in here, so time for the celebrations to start. Kurbanov and Majub were the bronze medal winners. Buzakarini took the silver, but it was Mamedov with a gold medal winning performance. Here then is the last weight category. It's the plus 100 kilo category, and the first of the bronze medal matches features Faisal Jabala of Tunisia. He's up against Levani Matiashvili of Georgia. It's Jabala in the white judogi, Matiashvili in blue. Petov of Australia is the referee in the middle for this one. There's a look at Matiashvili. He's trying to put on the hard man face there, wasn't he? He still came out looking rather cherub-like. I suppose it's those ruddy red cheeks and curly hair that make him look like, I don't know, some character from the Teletubbies or something. Nice grip here from Jabala. Use that. And then he loses it. Nice, actually was an attempt there from Matiashvili, just bringing Jabala down onto his front, so no score. I've changed my mind. It's not Teletubbies, it's Lord of the Rings. Some character like Frodo or something. Wouldn't need any makeup. Just be straight on the set. First minute gone, no score. The fighters have been reasonably active, and Jabala looks to go right-sided there with a big Harai Goshi, but he loses contact with the hands and just falls flat on his face. Another good grip from Jabala. He's thought about the Koso to Gaki, but Matiashvili was moving away from him, made it difficult. Now Matiashvili looking a little bit defensive there in the grips. Managed to get the right hand on now, it's a little bit better. Shaping to go over on the left side. So there's a little tap of the foot there, doesn't move the right leg, so he can't close down that gap. But there is Jabala thinking about coming across on the right. And he doesn't. He's backed up into this near right corner. And finds a way out eventually. I agree with Irakli Uznadze there. He was rather upset that his player was given a penalty. It was Jabala who was the more negative of the two. I'm not suggesting that Matiashvili wasn't, but Jabala was quite clearly less interested in taking a grip. So Matiashvili really should have avoided that penalty. Nonetheless, it's a penalty apiece. That's what's on the scoreboard. 2:15 left to go. Matiashvili beginning to heave at the chest as he pulls more air in. The result of his exertions against the big and powerful Faisal Jabala of Tunisia. That was the Tunisian who came in here as the number 1 seed. He can still walk away feeling reasonably pleased with his efforts if he manages to take this bronze medal. That will be a disappointment, having started the day as number 1, if he fails to come away with something. Matiashvili, I don't know, he's a different sort of character. I'm not at all sure that he'll be pleased with the bronze. Jabala would. Matiashvili is sort of difficult to read. Jabala has had some stronger attacks, but they've been slightly untidy. He's ended up losing the grip. And now he picks up another penalty, so 2 penalties picked up by Jabala. Oh, that was terrific. What a finish from Levani Matiashvili. It's one of the best executions of a heavyweight technique I've seen in a long time. Got himself into a terrific position. That was quality. Jabala really went over there. He got himself into a great position, did Matiashvili. And once he'd set himself up, Jabala went flying. Everything worked well there for Matiashvili. 5th place finish for Faisal Jabala, but a bronze medal for Levani Matiashvili of Georgia. Great execution. No doubt where the highlight is going to be there. How many times have I told you? Says Uznadze. 1 step and then over he goes. Dare I say that as he was going over, the first thing that flashed into my mind was Angelo Parisi. That kind of body position and finish. Terrific. Great work from Levani Matiashvili. Okay, the second of the bronze medal matches features Mohamed Tayeb of Algeria. He's up against Islam El Shahabi of Egypt. It's Tayeb in the white judogi, El Shahabi in blue. Wang Goqiao of China is the referee in the middle for this one. Fighters finding it a little bit difficult to settle on grips, and Islam El Shahabi deciding that he was going to put in an attack there, despite the fact that he didn't really have much of a grip, and as a result of that, the attack was virtually non-existent. Didn't register as an attack, so he picked up a penalty. Could try to work from there. That's to move Tayeb, however. What about a follow-up? Much to everyone's amusement, Tayeb, the giant, seen crawling away out of the competition area. I wonder why it is that in Tachiwaza it's so easy to give a penalty when someone leaves the competition area, either forced out or they leave of their own accord, and yet when it's so clearly obvious to everyone that Tayeb is just crawling out the area when they're in Nevaza, that isn't given. I don't know the answer to that, that's why I asked it. The speed with which technology works is incredible. Some wag said, why? Well, I don't know why, that's why I asked. Half the contest gone. 2 penalties picked up by Islam El Shahabi. Tayeb just the one, so the advantage with the Algerian at the moment. Nudge there from Tayeb as El Shahabi exited. And it's El Shahabi who picks up a 3rd penalty. And that one for giving Tayeb a bit of a push out. Sid Hoare described it once, I think, as oshidashi, a push out. It's seen in sumo. I think they slap the chests of the opponent as they push them out. Makikomi effort that failed, but Tayeb almost countered him, and now he's looking to work on the arm. Perhaps an Osai Komi, but Wango Chao doesn't think it's going anywhere. He calls mate. The two big fellas get to their feet eventually. And there is a minute and 40 odd left to go. A whack to the chin there from Al-Shahabi, and another effort, but so far away that he really does run the risk of picking up yet another penalty, does Al-Shahabi here. Having a little bit of a problem with the belt. Not the third time that it's come undone. Quick look at the clock from Tayeb. He sees that Al-Shahabi's picked up 3 penalties and he's only picked up 1. Makikomi effort, almost taken down. Best position that Al-Shahabi's been in. A degree of urgency to Al-Shahabi's movements now, but again he's almost taken backward. He's not getting in the best. His balance is not right. And as a result of poor balance, Tayeb is able to come up with those attempted counters. He hasn't countered him for a score, but he's been able to take him backwards on 2 or 3 occasions. Here's the last roll of the dice then for the Egyptian. His arm has gone over on that side. Stayed over there for a little bit too long, but the time ran out in any case, and Mohamed Tayeb of Algeria takes the second of the bronze medals in the plus 100 kilo category. Islam Al-Shahabi will have to settle for 5th place.
The winner and bronze medalist representing Algeria.
Okay, we've got some highlights from this contest, and then we'll be back with the final of the plus 100 kilo category. Okay, we'll go straight to the final then. Ushangi Kokauri of Azerbaijan faces Adam Okrashvili of Georgia. It'll be Kokauri in the white judogi and Okrashvili in blue. Well, in control of the final. There's Mashbat Bukbat of Mongolia. Buko in the middle. He's done a good job these last 3 days, to be honest. There's no way that they're going to give you a final unless you're worth it. So I'm glad to see Buko in the middle. He has done a good job. Kokauri in the white judogi, Okrashvili in blue. Let's see how this one plays out. Little Ashiwaza from Kokauri. Looked like Kosodagari, I think. A little bit of hopping as Okrashvili moved off and away from Kokauri. He's going to have to be brave to get in there, and that left leg that he's keeping away from Okrashvili is the one that he actually has to get in between his opponent's legs once he's turned. But it's a brave man that will put both of those in between with his back towards Okrashvili. He's afraid of getting picked up, but that's the foot position. He can't leave his left leg that far away and expect to throw Okrashvili with a hip technique. See, right, he got a little bit closer with the leg, and so did the effort. That may spur him on to get closer still. The closer he gets, the better the chance he has of bringing off an effective technique. At the moment, he's not in the right position, and that's why it failed. Well, Okrashvili now should recognise the pattern from Kokauri. Can't believe all the hard work by Kokauri undone with that single slip. And the pattern that I was talking about was the little setup with the Kosodagari from Kokauri before he launches the hip technique. I say launch, but launch suggests something with a good deal more effort and vigour than we've seen, to be honest. Wasn't in control there, missed the chance. A wry smile from Kokauri as he realises that that chance went begging. I don't think he's got the power to counter Okrashvili in the way that he was shaping. Okrashvili is a big guy, and it's going to take a hell of a lot to pull that kind of counter off. He's better off setting him up with the Kosodagari as he has been doing, and then coming in for that hip technique. Just got to get the feet in the right position, push the hip through and across. When he moves Okrashvili, Kokauri has a better chance. But as he stands flat-footed, Okrashvili always looks as though he could catch him. So my money would be on hit and run. There's always the chance that you'll frustrate Okrashvili. I know it takes a long time, but still a possibility. Well, the first minute and a half held some interest, but since then, Okrashvili picks up a penalty, but he does have a Yuko on the board. I was saying after that minute and a half, hasn't been a great deal happening. It was Kokauri that was shaping the better of the two. Okrashvili came up with the single score, and it looks as though that is going to be that. He couldn't finish off. You see, there was the setup, the little coach, and then coming over on the right side, but it was too little, too late. Okrashvili with the single Yuko wins out over Ushangi Kokauri of Azerbaijan, and it's a gold medal to Adam Okrashvili, although the nicest technique that I saw in the heavyweight division today was from Okrashvili's teammate Levani Matiashvili when he threw Faisal Jabala beautifully with that Tayatoshi in the bronze medal contest. All right, we're going to have the awarding ceremony for the women in the plus 78 kilo category, and then we'll have some highlights before the awarding ceremony in the plus 100 kilo category, and then the close, and then I'll give you some information about the next judo that we're going to bring you on Judo TV. Let's see some highlights then. Now the medal ceremony in the plus 78 kilo category for women.
Our two bronze medalists from Bosnia-Herzegovina, Larissa.
The bronze medals go to Larissa Čerek of Bosnia-Herzegovina and to Melissa Mojica of Puerto Rico. Silver medal goes to Kyra Sayed of Turkey. The gold medal goes to Idalis Ortiz of Cuba. And now the national anthem of Cuba. Tarek and Moihika were the bronze medalists. Sayat took the silver and Ortiz the gold. We've got some highlights for you, and then we're going to come back with the awarding ceremony for the men in the plus 100 kilo category. Stay with us.
We would like to thank the Kazakhstan Judo Federation and the people of Almaty for their wonderful hospitality over the past few days.
Right, we come now to the medal ceremony in the plus 100 kilo category. Let's take a look at the medal winners. Bronze medals go to Mohamed Tayeb of Algeria and to Levani Matiashvili of Georgia. The silver medal goes to Ushangi Kokauri of Azerbaijan, but the gold medal goes to Adam Okrashvili of Georgia. Alexander Yatskevich making the presentations of the checks and the flowers. And now the national anthem of Georgia. Tayeb and Matiashvili were the bronze medalists. Kokauri took the silver, but the gold went to Okrashvili.
Congratulations to all our members. We hope you've enjoyed being part of this inspiring event. And for those of you travelling to the corners of the world, we wish you a very safe journey home.
Right, just time enough to tell you then that we're going to be back with more live judo from the 27th and 29th of May, when we bring you the Masters from Guadalajara in Mexico. And we'll give you a quick rundown of the medal table here. France ended on top of the medal table with 3 gold medals. Georgia took 2, Cuba took 2, and then there were gold medals for Kazakhstan, China, Azerbaijan, Italy, Poland, Japan and Switzerland. We look forward to your company on the 27th and the 29th of May at the Masters in Guadalajara, Mexico. But from everyone here in the broadcast studio, it's bye-bye for now.